she's getting divine justice. Wow. And we're getting transition.
The headlines for 2020, the year ahead. So I'll give you the headlines I got, and then we'll kind of break them down in detail. So, number one, blinding clarity. That was the headline theme for 2020, that it will be a year of blinding clarity. And I'll go into more detail on that shortly. Number two, the rise of love through death awareness. And this can mean a couple of different things. We'll go into detail, but it can mean literal death. It can mean the death of things that we knew to be true, but the death awareness on the planet next year is going to see a real rise of love. Collaboration and teams. This one felt really good to me. And as you'll see with many of these themes, I feel like these themes have been building in the air in recent years and definitely getting stronger. But next year, the experience of teams of people coming together and collaborating. So doesn't mean we won't still see individuals doing their thing, but there's going to be a much more natural and available energy of collaborating, teaming up, and that being a big part of where we're going next year. Grounding via nature, which is bigger than it sounds. Now, we will ground in our energy bodies when we go into nature, but this is a little stronger, this theme. It's the idea that one of the tricky things for us with technology is the amount that we are adapting into it. So this message is really about our technology takeoff and our technological world takeoff being leveled through us being very earthed and grounded by nature herself. So that can relate to disasters, natural events that take place that can bring us to the earth very quickly and make us really be very present in the natural world around us. So that's going to be a theme in 2020. Creativity at high speed. So you will be experiencing your ability to create things, to have visions, to manifest things into form far faster than ever before. And we'll look at some of the reasons that's going to show up. And again, I think that's been on the rise for many years, but that's going to be a headline and a kind of new normal in 2020. And last but not least, heart healing. This wave that we're seeing going around the planet of very divided, very emotional, very anxious energy that has been on the rise for some years, really leading to more and more heart healing, and that being not only a byproduct of everything that we're going through, but also a necessity. So I know many of you will be leaders of that energy in your own way, in your own groups, or perhaps you stand for heart healing in the world.
That Jupiter and Saturn are moving into air signs. They've been in earth signs since 1802, 21st of December 2020, it goes into air. So 2159. So a long time period beginning to see an ending of coal, fossil fuels, oil, heavy machinery, heavy industry, everything around that heaviness of the earth energy. It really gets moving at the end of 2020 when they go into Aquarius.
And deep divers, that's what's happening right now. We are seeing the emergence of the warriors of the rainbow, the indigo children, the crystal children, the star seeds that are being born, the rainbow children who were sent here to raise the vibrational frequency of planet Earth. Coming from all walks of life, different experiences, backgrounds, different colors. We are all putting aside our differences to see that we are all one.
Nothing hides in 5D. Even as a collective, we are moving more towards telepathy, where we are communicating from a space of heart knowing and truth. So that energy in particular is preparing us by clearing away any illusions. And this leads me to one of the significant shifts that I wanted to mention about 2020, where there is now more support energetically for our higher consciousness. I was actually shown in a vision a tangible, palpable stream and grid of light that is coming down and anchoring onto Earth to support
And we
us.
did this because this is our training ground in the Angel Academy, because we are learning to be guides for newer souls. And the intuitions you receive, and the guidance you hear, and the voice of wisdom that you listen to, that we call the higher self, is just your future self stepping back in time to visit itself in spiritual childhood. Here for far deeper reasons than to negate the very dream that has been constructed to celebrate the liberation of all hearts.
Connected. When you look at a tree, you don't see everything that's beneath the surface. That is what goddess consciousness or goddess energy is all about. Working on what's beneath the surface. Working on your gut feeling. Working on your intuition. Working on understanding your emotions. Working on living your life according to Mother Nature.
2020 will mark the beginning of a new revolution akin to the 1960s. 2019 was the battle between light and darkness. The theme for 2020 is Sacred Feminine. As such, we will begin to see the heart opening up in ways that are absolutely profound and filled with joy and peace. Of course, just like in the 1960s, there's going to still be conflict. We're still going to have our Vietnam Wars per se that are going to be able to help us to understand that we still have so much work to do of the heart. However, this is going to be the start of a revolution. It's going to be the start of a hope that has been long awaited and seeded to be able to awaken the dreams and the visions that we've dreamt on so long, and our connection to Mother Earth will be made known new again as we begin to understand our consciousness that we are all of the divine being of the great I Am source creation. I'm not one to give advisement. I feel like individuals know the best for themselves. However, I do give one single source of advice, and I have been given this throughout the years. Follow your heart. Go to your heart. Be in your heart. This is what's going to be able to empower you to get through this next process. As you go to your heart and you honor your heart in love and compassion, all things will be opened up to you. You are loved. You are blessed. You are a source. You are light. I thank you for your journey with me as we become one. Namaste. Let the sun shine in. Let the sun shine. Let the sun shine.